So today we're back in the pool with another robotic pool cleaner. This is from Gosvor. This is their LiteVac G1 smart pool robot with smart navigation, up to 200 minutes of cleaning. And today we're gonna get it out of the box, get it charged up, get it ready to go, and probably even throw it in the pool real quick to at least see how it gets started. Not a review, unboxing, setup, and kind of get it in the pool for first use. So let's get this guy out of the box. Okay folks, welcome back to GeekSmart, and today we are going to get this guy out of the box and ready to go. Looks like in shipment it got a little bit of love on top of it here. Alright, so right out of the gate on this one, we have a nice, very large, it's a common occurrence when you get a pool robot, really neat, or very easy to read, quick start guide. It looks like 2 pages, yeah, so 2 full pages there. Alright. So then we have a owner's manual here in this guy. Looks like yeah, so actually a few different documents here. Keep that off to the side as well. Next box here, we have some pool float pieces. These usually go in depending on the robot, see how well it actually floats in your pool. Obviously it can have a different effect in different water types and different pool types. We do have a nice pool hook to get the robot out. If you don't have one of these, they always usually come with one. What else we got in here? We got the charging cable. So there's that. So it looks like, yep, it's direct plug on this one and goes directly into the robot. And then we have the robot itself. Now this Gosvor is actually a very affordable robot. So this is going to be, I've been doing pool robots regularly now for the last couple months, and this one's going to be definitely the most price aggressive one. Okay, so it looks like we have some nice protective film on it. There we go there. They have, looks like filter instructions. It's just a nice sticker. Pop. So there's that. Essentially what that's going over is in here. So we lift off and we can open, let's open this guy up. You can see there is a ultrafine filter. So you have your traditional mesh type filter, which is going to get large debris, but small things that are actually in the water, the small things can pass through this filter. That's when they give you this. This is kind of like a pleated filter. Is washable, so it's fully reusable. Eventually they get to the point where they kind of need to get replaced. But this filter actually comes off of this plastic housing that keeps its shape for cleaning purposes. So you can then, you know, slowly, or let's see which way it goes off better. Looks like maybe the bottom. So you pull it off, clean it up. You probably can even clean it in place, but if you take it off, it's the easiest. You can really scrub into it and get everything out of it. But this is great. Not going to be the best for heavy cleaning. So if your water's really dirty, don't use this filter. Use this filter. Once you get the pool to at least decently clean, this is great to capture the really fine stuff. But if you try to go through with the robot with a lot of dirt in the bottom of the pool, this will clog, and then you'll have no suction power out of the robot. So just keep that in mind. I do love the fact that this robot comes with it. Typically you see these on some of the higher end robots. So for the price, this is definitely the most affordable robot that I've ever seen with that ultra fine filter. So yep, that goes that, and then we can drop that back in the robot. Obviously on the bottom we do have a nice cleaning brush bar here. We do not have a second one on the back end of the robot, but of course at this price category, that's a common occurrence where you just have the one. Still have the tank treads, still have the rubber seal pieces where the intake is, and then looks like we have an exhaust back here. And then of course out the top, that's the big impeller. On the back of the robot, where we should probably charge right here, looks like we have a little door. Yep, little plastic door. Opens up and then we can charge. So I'm gonna get that going at least. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug it into the back of the robot. And it looks like we get a nice blue bar here, and then it's gonna fade in and out, letting us know that we are charging. Okay, so on this lovely card right here, there is a QR code to download the app. And you can see here in my phone, the Gosvor app is the app that we are using here. I'm gonna hit open after I downloaded it already. We select language, I'm English. User agreements, agree. I'm gonna hit allow. And no devices are added. Let's hit add. And it looks like when we're plugged in, we can see it. So I can select that there at the bottom. Let's hit pair. And that's fine. Yep, orange handle. I'm just going to keep orange. And I'm going to keep the name LiteVac G1. And enter. So in here right now, looks like there is a firmware update. We're going to want to do that first anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and hit update the firmware. It's on the charger anyway. So give that a few moments and I will be back. Okay, so it did finish the firmware update. Did not take very long, to be honest. And now we can enter in here. S-shaped or adaptive path. So S-shaped looks like it's suitable for flat bottom pools with better cleaning coverage. This path is recommended for most pools. Adaptive path for bowl-shaped, diamond-shaped, or complex pool bottoms. So in my case, I have a flat bottom pool other than obviously the very edge, but I'm going to keep S-shaped so that way it's the standard path, so make sure that every single square inch gets hit. And then you have the 4 modes down here at the bottom. Now the same thing can be said right here. There are lights indicated up here on the front of the robot. Smart mode, which is full pool cleaning mode, right? Bottom, side, and pool line, water line. We have floor, we have wall, and then we have periodic mode. Literally will clean the pool for 45 minutes every 48 hours for up to a week. So it'll run for 45 minutes and then it'll put itself to sleep. And then 48 hours later, it'll wake up, it'll do it again, and then it'll put itself to sleep. So if you're on vacation, you know, or you're away for an extended period of time, that periodic mode is a very handy mode to have. Let's hit the menu at the top right. So firmware, yep, clean path preferences, that's where we selected before. We can change that there. Step and platform access, feature lab, eco mode. Okay, so there's where you can extend the battery life. Of course, eco mode is not going to clean as well, but it's going to be able to clean longer. Device information, so there's our serial numbers and everything. There's instructions and firmware update, which we already did. That's essentially the gist of it, because that's really all you really need to have. Right now we're at 59%. I'm going to let this thing charge up, and then we'll be back to throw it in the pool. Okay, so now we're at the pool. Guy's fully charged. We're gonna get this guy in, so I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna get the app out. We're gonna actually use the display to set our cycle. Okay, so if I push and hold the power button, get it on, you can see right there, there's our full auto mode. Floor only, walls, and then that kind of every 45 minutes, every 2 days or whichever. So we're gonna go full auto on this guy and put her in the pool. And now she's green. We'll let her sink to the bottom. Now we do have the micro filter in here, and I'm actually interested to see how well that does. And we have a fair amount of stuff in the pool too. And so there's a lot of small stuff kind of throughout the pool. It's been a couple days since I've actually used a robot on it. So hopefully we'll get everything going here. Now you can see the water ripples on top and starts to go. Seems to be climbing the wall pretty easily. See how she does when she goes back down to the bottom. A little bit of a fall. So yep, it looks like it's going to be doing the walls first before it does any of the bottom of the pool. Didn't seem to do that. Seems to be struggling a little bit going up. But it's making it. So I'll keep an eye on it periodically, and looks like it is making it all the way up to the water line. It's struggling a little bit up the walls, but of course every robot is a little bit different in what kind of wall it likes to climb. Mine's an above ground, obviously circular pool, but it is making it all the way to the top, so that's actually a good sign, even for having just the one bristle brush up front and everything. So yeah, that's a good sign to start. That said, I'll come back here in a little bit. We'll see how it is once it goes a little bit further along. So for the first little while is definitely getting up to the edge. Now it's not, and I'm pretty sure it's because that micro filter inside the basket is probably fully clogged now. So I'm gonna actually pull this guy out of the pool. It's been about an hour. It's been in the pool cleaning for about an hour. I wanna get it out and I wanna take a peek at it. The nice thing is it's trying to go up the side right now. I can't reach it, nope. Okay, it's still running, but I want to pull this guy out. Oh, Oh, yeah, that sucker's saturated. So I'm gonna put this back in. But you can see that's why it's losing a lot of suction, is because this thing is so full. It's so nasty. You can see how dark it is right there. So I'm gonna put it back in without the secondary filter. Put it back in. Well, that's interesting that it's not sinking yet. Okay, so she's back at the bottom now. And we'll see what happens when it tries to do its thing here. All the way to the top. So what I'm going to say out of the gate is, obviously it wasn't able to get up to the water line after that filter became fairly saturated. So what I see in it is, yeah, it's having no issues now. So if you, obviously, and I knew this pool was way too dirty for me to use that microfilter, but I wanted to see what it did, and it obviously stresses the robot a little bit. And of course, after an hour, pull it out and let it finish its cleaning cycle. So it was obviously working its way around. It hasn't really done anything in the middle yet. So for that first hour, it was really still working on the sides. Now it's I'll just continue to let it go and come back when I come back. So you can see it's now doing its floor mopping, and it's already got done a little over half of the pool, looks like. And it's actually pretty darn clean on the bottom. And not quite half. It's mainly gotten this middle section. But yeah, it kind of looks like it goes up, kind of ramps up and then turns and comes back. But the sections that like it just has done, super clean on the bottom. You can actually see a line exactly where it hasn't cleaned. That's crazy. So you can see that line right where it's cleaning right now. Clean side, dirty side. So it's actually doing a pretty darn good job of cleaning. Right down that line. All right, well, I gotta give it credit for that. So that is the Gosvor LiteVac G1. Now we unboxed it, we set it up, we got it going, we saw how the app looks, and of course we've let it loose on the pool, both with and without the microfilter. Not a bad little robot. So right now, you can get this guy for like 380 bucks. For 380 bucks, it's not a bad robot, at least for my initial testing. Now this is not a review. I'm not gonna have my full thoughts on it until I actually clean my pool several times. Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of debris in this pool, so it only takes a day or two before I'm ready to do more testing for another run with the robot. So initial thoughts, not a bad little robot for the money. So if you're interested in this robot some more, definitely check out my full review on TechGooch. I'll have that linked at the end of this video, as well as in the description. But yeah, not too bad. So for the money, not a bad little option to go to. I also have multiple other robots on my channel, so by all means, check those out as well. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you have time, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It gives me more apps to get more robots to test and show you guys. But like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and we'll catch you back here on GeekSmart for another future video unboxing and setup. So thanks for stopping by. See you again soon. Yeah, not bad.